All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Racha, Kodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do group well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect in 1/3, and Lord's will this will be edifying to the sincere sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Racha, Kodash. All right. Just want to make sure the audio is good. All right. And as the title reads, the moral decay of Babylon. Okay. And this has been on my spirit for quite some time. Okay. Dealing with the general public, dealing with the inhabitants, okay, of Babylon, as you brothers and you sisters have to deal with on your day to day, with the mirth being gone. All right. You're seeing an evident spirit, all right, upon these people. All right. And they lack morals, and I was originally going to do this lesson. I came across something pertaining to a Christian pastor, but it's not in my spirit to pull it up, so I'm not. But, I will mention, out of all these so-called religions, all right, out of all these beliefs, at the end of the day, the only ones that are aspiring, okay, to reach perfection spiritually, okay, mentally, all right, is us, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. A part of our doctrine, a part of the gospel, all right, is to be in actuality a good person, okay? And that's what this truth is teaching us. It's teaching us how to be men, all right? It's teaching our sisters how to be women, okay? And it's ultimately this truth with the laws, statutes, commandments, okay, the wisdom and the knowledge. We're understanding how we need to be as a people, all right? And real quick, let's share my screen. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baha, Racha, Kodash, Brakathum, 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 to you sincere brothers and few sincere sisters. Shalom to you, okay? Whether you be in Babylon or out, Shalom. And if you are in Babylon, I'm gonna pray for you, as well as brothers and sisters out of Babylon. I'm not taking away from your hell, but there's definitely a special kind of hell, all right, that we catch here in Babylon. So what I want to do first is I'm going to share my screen. All right. And let's jump. I got an article. I got something I got to pull into. I got a quick precept I want to show. Okay. And one thing I've learned in the spirit, in this truth is, we have to spiritually grow. Okay. You have to understand that you are in captivity. And just because it's an Edomite, Hamite, Moabite, or Israelite, you have to treat them all the same, meaning we have to be professional, which these people lack. Okay, this is why we have the upper hand. Okay, these people are lacking morals. Okay, we're going to go into that definition. These people are lacking judgment. They're lacking the ability to behave in society. Okay, and I'm, outside of construction, I've always dealt with what you call customer service. Just dealing with the general public, and these adults, man, they suck. The average American is a spoiled child. Okay, so you have to deal with them. You have to deal with them on a daily basis. Okay, and let's put peace with all men. I think it's Romans 12. There's a scripture that came to mind, and I didn't have it written down. If it be possible. See, there's a key word, possible. Okay, so let's see. Here it is, Romans 12, okay, and 18. It says, if it is possible, as much as depends. Oh, this ain't the KJV. What is this? Let's get it in the KJV, Romans 12. Just bear with me. It just came to mind. Bear with me. All right, Romans 12. Really, really fast. These milk scriptures are helping us, especially with everything going on, with everything happening. Hey, man, we have to apply wisdom. And I'm going to get on these people, but we have to understand at the end of the day that these modern day epistles, they're for us. They're for the sheep. Okay, they're for our spirit, while these people are being more and more wicked. Look at this. Romans 12 and 17, recompense to no man evil for evil. And we get dealt with a lot of evil, okay? You know what's evil? People being rude, nasty, inconsiderate, all right, having no manners. That's very evil, Okay, that we deal with childness, immaturity, and a lot of the times it's from the heathens and it's also from our people. Now, when it comes to our people, I will say this: with being in captivity, Esau has constructed, all right, through the curses of prophecy, but Esau's system has constructed a very diligent agenda to keep us in a childlike state. You know, our average men and women are childlike. Okay, when you look at our women, with them just using their body to get things, that's what a child would do. When a man acts out, you know, emotionally and not using his mind, that's what a child does. See, the system is set up to keep us in a childlike state of mind. But remember, what did Paul say when I was a child? Remember that? When I was a child. This is just coming to me, so I'm just grabbing it. Okay, I do have some key points I want to make, but we have to read these. 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. See, we all were children, but even you have a term in society called you're immature, but you could be a full-blown adult. And that's another thing. Just because these people are adults, that doesn't mean that they are going to carry themselves as righteous adults, because the moral decay, all right, of Babylon is evident. Okay, and we're going to go into that word moral, but the Spirit has me bringing these out for us. Okay, when I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And this, guess what? When I became a woman, so you sisters out there too, you know, you got to work. I know you catch hell. Shit, I was raised by a single mother. Okay, I understand the captivity. You know, we understand the curses that are on our people. Okay, this is why through the Spirit, the Lord is, you know, pouring out that Spirit on us to nurture the sheep with edification as well as prophecy. Okay, because you got to be here on a day-to-day. You can't just be on YouTube all day. You're actually going to have to be out in this real world. Why? Because the world was made for our sakes. Okay, this is still our world, even though we're in captivity. Okay, but we're not walking around like, hey, get off my planet. We understand right now that the heathens are ruling. Okay, but with that, how are you handling it? How are you processing your everyday situation? And, you know, you have to come to a point and look at these people, all right, from outside perspective, you know, and like, look at it, you know, stop taking it personal when they can't, when they don't express their manners, or when they're childish. You're witnessing, okay, prophecy. You're witnessing when a unrighteous ruler is an authority, because as the king is, so is his people. And this is what we're learning. We're understanding and learning, you know, these people are unfit. Okay, they're unfit, you know. So going back, Romans 12 and 17, recompense no man evil for evil. Yeah, they throw money at you, you know, they're in a rush, you know, and a lot of it too is Babylon. Babylon has set up a system, okay, to take away the moral construct of life. Okay, hey, listen, in our kingdom, you ain't gonna be having rude, inconsiderate, nasty heathens walking around treating people like crap. That's not profitable. All right, and that's not using wisdom. Okay, well, when our kingdom is established, it's going to be a free-flowing, righteous society that people are going to say, man, you know, this is truly to rejoice over. Proverbs 29. Okay, now I'm going to keep reading this, but let's go into this word moral really, really quick. And I want to show you something. So it says moral, right? Or morals or morality. It says associated with or characterized by right behavior. Now, you've had a point in time where Babylon, which you should know is America, the virgin daughter Babylon at one point did have or push right behavior, okay, in the 1940s and 50s. Now, I will say this, though. In the 1940s and 50s, we were still catching major hell. Okay, not as much today physically. Okay, now it's more financially and mentally, but back then it was more on the physical, you know, segregation, things of that nature. And Esau even had a term called the nuclear family, where the wife stayed at home. You had the girl and the son, you know, the boy and the girl. The father went to work, you know, things of that nature. You know, women didn't smoke. She liked being in the kitchen. You knew your neighbor. You know, there was a lot of things that people did in America that made you want to come over here. But guess what? That mirth is gone. That golden cup, all right, is no more. Okay, it's no more. The closer you're gonna do to get to that is YouTubing a Brady Bunch episode. Now, real quick, well, let's get this before we continue on. We're making points in the spirit, Jeremiah 50. And let's get when she was the golden cup. It might be 51. All right, it might be 51. Let's go to there really, really quick. Let's see. But there's a scripture where it speaks about Babylon was a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Let me see. Yep, this should be it. This is Jeremiah 51:7. It says Babylon has been, past tense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Yeah, at one point in time. All right, let me pull another one up. At one point in time, let's put this in. You had, the nuclear family, on a rise. Okay, look, nuclear family, a couple and their dependent children regarded as the basic social unit. All right, and then they had what? Manners. Okay, you don't have this no more. Okay, this whole, look at this right here. This is what you don't have this no more. Okay, because now with Babylon's draconianness, the father's got to work. The New World Order put the mother to work. Now the children are in school. Everybody's rush. Gimme. Fast food, fast fast Wi-Fi. All these amenities, all these toys, all these things that Esau has presented to the American people has tainted them. He's actually spoiled them. All right, they're all spoiled. They smoke. They overdrink. The so-called office life is now vain. Okay, this spirit is gone. Okay, the being happy at home. This is a lie. All right, the closest you'll get to this if the money's there. But guess what? She doesn't love her husband no more. See, that spirit of love and mirth and happiness has left the building. So now we're witnessing the moral decay of Babylon on a day-to-day basis. When people are riding you're driving and they're all behind you, we have to start looking like, damn, look it. That's another victim of Babylon. Instead of being like, man, look, it's assholes behind me. We have to start using wisdom. We have to start understanding, what we're reading. Okay, we're truly in Babylon and we're dealing with the Lord judging these people. They're miserable. They're upset. Look who's ruling over them. Okay, they are slaves now too. All right, so I'll keep that up there. Let's go back to our initial point, and we're going to go back into the etymon of moral, right? Romans 12:17, recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men. But does America teach you that? At one point it did. At one point, when you had the nuclear family, when you had the golden cup, okay, as we're still holding, all right, you had that, right? But now that behavior is depleted. The behavior of right and wrong is gone. Okay. And it says also associated with or concerning conduct of moral principles, good or bad. But guess what? The Most High set up good against bad. So we are witnessing, all right, the bad, the dishonorable vessel. We're finally witnessing his true colors. You see, because Esau, through his covering cast, he's been able to slither around with blue eyes and so-called white skin and blonde hair. But now, come to find out, this seed, okay, or this nation of perfection that they claim, that you're not perfect. Okay, you're actually rude, you're nasty, you're childish, you don't know how to raise your children, you're home, you're just through. You're through as a people because the Lord is taking away that golden cup when this was okay, when this was the norm. You see, the happy wife, happy life. See, this is gone, man. Okay, because this was the golden cup. The golden cup era is gone. And this is why people are acting the way they are. But now we know that we have to start applying these scriptures that we read about when we deal with these heathens. And I'm going to go back and I'm keeping Romans for a specific reason. But real quick, Jeremiah 51:7, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And this word mad means crazy. Okay, they can literally be emotionally mad, but they're also mentally mad. This is why they're waking up and becoming sober. This is why Moab is doing away with westernized culture. Okay, people are tired of the Western world. They're tired of the the quote unquote John and James, even though we know into scriptures that's not their real names, but over here in Babylon, the John and James and the Steve and all that spirit, is gone. They don't want this no more. Okay, people don't want the influence of America because even Americans ain't living like this. Americans ain't even living like this. But what we need to do is make sure that we are applying what is told to us. See, America's not teaching its average citizens to be morally correct. It's not teaching its citizens to honor thy mother and father. Instead, the New World Order is doing the opposite. Separate the man and the husband. Okay, spoon feeder, nothing but adultery through TV shows. Separate the husband and make him want to leave the house. And now we got the children. We tire out the parents so they don't want to deal with them. And now the children in the school just being fed with all this demonized knowledge. So now everything is just is turning the crap. So your average American isn't taught how to carry themselves. Okay, how to be morally correct. Instead, they got this express yourself. And now look at these generations of kids alone. Look at these new weirdo ass kids. The women, these young girls, they're not being trained up to get ready for one man. The men aren't being trained up to how to deal with a woman or have a household or land. So this place doesn't push prosperity for the inhabitants in it. This is why they're losing it. Okay. So, but what do we need to do? Do we act like them? No. Okay, we don't choose the ways of the heathen. We are Israelites, and being a part of that, okay, means how you conduct yourselves in the midst of this society. All right, it says, recompense to no man evil for evil, even when they're being evil. We have to learn that. It says, provide things honest in the sight of all men, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you. Right? Live peaceably with all men, even though they're demons, they're disgusting, they're nasty, they're just grotesque. You look at them and say you need to be judged. These things are true, but you also have to understand why they're like this. Because there was a point in time where Jake would just be like, he's like this because he's racist. But you know what? There's times where Esau is just a damn degenerate because that's his nature. It ain't because, oh, he's black. No, I've seen Esau be a demon and rude to his own people. Even his own people don't like dealing with him. Americans don't like Americans because the moral decay of Babylon is truly setting in. So going back, and I want to get another one, and I got a couple more precepts, but it says, look at this, proper behavior of a person in society. That's what this place lacks. People in America do not have the right behavior while dealing with society, but you need to have that. You have now the knowledge. You have the understanding. You brothers and you sisters, you need to have proper behavior of a righteous person while being in society. And you know what? Let's get a couple scriptures on how we need to conduct ourselves. Now, real quick, and this will actually cut Esau in the process and these other people, because Jake, I deal with Jake too. And, I'm not just like, oh man, this, no, I get it. I get it. I get why they are the way they are. They're destroyed for lack of knowledge. Now, that doesn't put a spirit on me to have respect of persons, but we have to have a mature eye when judging a matter, and especially dealing with somebody. You have to understand where this energy is coming from, so that helps us, also in our day to day, because, for you brothers, all right, we're being set up to be judges. Okay. We're being set up to be righteous judges on earth. Now look at this. It says, contrast the upright and the wicked. Proverbs 15:1. Watch this. It says, a soft answer turneth away wrath. So when we're dealing with people, now they don't have the moral mentality to give soft answers. What do? They don't have the spirit determining right versus wrong. Okay. They don't have, look at all this, the racial hatred, social injustice. And look at this. This is the problem right here. Okay. Incivility. Okay. This is what America lacks. Incivility. Okay. Let's search that up real quick. Look, incivility, rude or unsociably speech or behavior. When you deal with people, they don't even know how to communicate with you. And I always like to say this, social media has turned people antisocial. It's very vexing dealing with other adults, all right, in society, and they can't communicate. Remember, it says, let all things be done decently and in order. Well, that's two things that is not happening in Babylon, but it's happening with us. We carry ourselves with decency and we handle things in order. Do these people? No. Is it vexing? Yes. But we have the spirit to understand where it's coming from. So what's that do for us? It's building us up to be patient. It's building us up to suffer more because we're in captivity, and it makes us earnestly want Yahweh Shai that much more. When we deal with this crap on a day-to-day and we see what's going on, it makes us want the kingdom even more. Okay, so look at this. Incivility is a general term for social behavior lacking in civility. Citizens or good manners, people are rude. They don't say excuse me. They don't even say excuse me now. It's 2022. You know, I was in a store somewhere, and like this little ass girl, she was definitely like a preteen, but she was with her mother. And instead of saying, excuse me, she's doing the damn Spider-Man behind me just to get by instead of saying, oh, excuse me, because they don't have communication. It's rude. Okay. Look at America, man. Your average citizen should show you that this place is done. You know, and call all y'all Bashmal Shai. It truly is beautiful to see this once so-called advanced society. Look at them now. You know, what the hell's that? Look at me now. Yeah, look at America now. Look, and I always like to say, time will always tell. Look at you now, though. You know, look, it says good manners on a scale from rudeness or lack of respect for elders to vandalism and hooliganism. Through public drunkenness. Oh, this is pushed everywhere. And guess what, Jake, World Star? You know, it says in threatening behavior, the word incivility is derived from the Latin meaning not a citizen. See, these people are not conducting themselves, all right, the way TV Land America portrays Americans to be. Okay, rude, nasty, belligerent, drunk, lasciviousness, okay, covetousness. All right. These people are impatient. Okay. This is the raw nature, all right, of Americans. Okay. And this is why we have to give them soft answers, because look at who we're dealing with. Okay. Look at the people that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it can be very vexing, but you can't let that destroy you. Okay. You can't let the moral decay of Babylon drain your energy, right? So Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up strife. So their incivility, all right, the spirit that they have on them, all right, their very childish, immature, disgusting nature that they all are walking in, all right, it is grievous, because the words that they say to you are not soft, they're not pleasant, they're not nice, but we need to be this. And when you brothers and you sisters, you apply the requirements that Yahweh Shemel Shai has given us. See, and that's another thing too. We're not discrediting the law, but look at these. I'm not sitting here teaching you for an hour not to eat pork. We're teaching you how to conduct yourself as a proper human being on earth. That's what we need to be pushing for our people. Of course, the laws are beautiful, you know, but what about the faith? What about the spirit? And what about the righteous understanding that you need to conduct yourself on a day-to-day? Because you can say law, law, law all damn day, but how are you on a day-to-day? You know, I'm every day I try, you know, because we ain't there yet, but the Lord is definitely renewing us. And I've definitely had people say, you know, thank you. You know, thank you for your personality, you know, and then it's our spirit. We want to be this way. I'm not also being fake. I would like to wake up in a good mood and carry and conduct myself with a pleasant mindset. These people are dark, and we got to get that in Isaiah. These people are completely dark and through. So when you handle yourself correctly, they actually will appreciate the light that is shining off you, and it makes your day go by better. So going back, look at this, Proverbs 15:2, the tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright. So you need to make sure that you are using your mouth correctly while dealing with grievous, nasty, rude, unmoral people. Okay. You need to make sure, though, even though they may say some rude, don't Don't give them the root. Now, we're not carpets, and we're not saying just accept, sometimes somebody's got to get put in their place, but you can do it professionally, okay? And I've had to put Esau in this place professionally. Excuse me, sir. What you're doing right now is unprofessional, and where's your manager? I have nothing else to say to you. I would like to speak to your manager because I want to finish my order, and I'd like to. And when you keep them in that box, oh man, there's nothing they can do, because see, Esau has been able to use this PC box for so long, this corporate attitude. But now, when you handle him with his own medicine, meaning keeping it on a professional level in society, he gets cut every time. Okay, and it says the tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. So that's what they do. They just pour out nothing but foolishness. They can barely speak. We're dealing with fools. Okay, we're dealing with angry, impatient fools. Understand that. Stop giving these Americans so much credit like they're smart or intelligent or wise. They're very low level. In America, Babylon has put people on such a low level. It's time to let your light shine. That's what it's talking about. Not wearing your fringes. Let your light shine, the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, okay, in the Spirit, through the Holy Spirit that's given us. Okay, we can let our light shine without saying, look at my border of blue. All right, we are letting our light shine because that light is the wisdom and knowledge that Yahweh Shemel Shai has given us. Now, real quick, we keep speaking about light. Let's go to Isaiah 60. Okay, really quick. All right, let's get Isaiah 60. Isaiah 61, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. These people are in a very low, gross state of mind. Okay, their mind thinks nasty, but you also got to understand. Look at what's pushed on the average American: sex and drinking and partying and drug. All these terrible, nasty, detestable, fleshly, desirable things are constantly shoved down their throat. Now, I'm not sitting here giving them a pity party. What I'm doing in the Spirit is giving you the other side of the lens. This is their life now. All right, just like you brothers, you sisters, you put away the childish, nasty, fleshly things. All the from the cigarette smoking to the multiple partners and the partying life and just destroying your body. They're still in that spirit. Okay, even our own people, they're still in the party, wasted. But then they wake up and they're hungover and they're groggy and they got demons on them. Okay, so the demons on them are expressing themselves. You got to understand, when you're dealing with a rude, inconsiderate, impatient person, you are dealing with a demon. So handle yourself correctly. Soft words turn away wrath. Let this place go how it's supposed to. Even though you may want to tell, them off, of course, we're not here to get disrespected, but apply wisdom in your day-to-day walk, because just because you may won the battle don't mean you win the war. You're going to have to use discernment. You're going to have to use discretion. All right. But in all, understand who you're dealing with. You see, understand the people you're dealing with today. They're in gross darkness. Okay. There are people walking around worshiping Satan. All types of just bugged out stuff. And this is the results of it. All right. And it says, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So this glory of the knowledge and wisdom, in the Holy Spirit, people are starting to see that, how we conduct ourselves in society. All right. Because now we have morals. These people don't have morals. They don't have proper behavior of a person in society. Okay. So they're lacking. All right. These people are truly lacking in the Spirit. Now, we got Isaiah, and what I'd also like to do, I'd like to get Nahum, which that was going into Nineveh. But I do want to make these quick couple points, because the Spirit was on me. I said, man, let me look up moral, because a few weeks ago, last week, I was just dealing with so many just demons. You got to go out and work, and it's just that rudeness, it's uncalled for, but through the Spirit, it's like, okay, all right, I understand why it's happening. So we got to learn, all right, how to handle these hurdles. Okay, these people are hurdles, man. You gotta learn how to handle them. So when we go back to moral decay, this is actually a real thing. Look at this: the causes of moral decline in America. This is an actual real thing. Okay, this isn't me making up the Esau's putting this out. It says determining rights versus wrongs, mass shootings, racial hatred, social injustice, incivility, fraud, and white supremacy are just a few of the examples of the moral decay in America. These extreme forms of behavior have occurred because of a decline in morality and ethical behavior. Man, that's shameful. That's shameful. Let's get that in Habakkuk. Shameful spewing upon your glory. And not only could we just talk about Esau, but even his citizens. When you Edomites out there, you so proud, but look at your streets. Look at your politics. Look at your government. Look at the scandals. Look at this place. And he's got to answer for all that. He's got to answer for all that, man. Okay, because you want to be so proud. All right, in your baby Babylon, that now you gotta deal with the not only the ups but the downs. This is Habakkuk 2:16. No. What do I want? Yep, it is this one. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory." Now all your Confederate statues are being taken down. They're putting black women on your dollar bills, and now you got all this ABC movements. That's shameful. This once austere, warlike nation, that wanted to bring peace to earth, and they were willing to go to war to do it. I fought for your freedom, right? And then they always tell you now all that shit, all that glory, the glory days are gone. Now it's all shame. You got your veterans coming home and being mistreated. Your perfect wife is now everybody gets a turn. Your daughters wants to be a advocate for her fellow sexes, and the son now wants to be a sister. I mean, this place is truly gone, but we have to allow these things to set in so we're not so angry dealing with the inhabitants that are being affected by prophecy. They're being affected by prophecy. Miserable are they. They're being wrung out, man. And we can't allow ourselves to go down the drain with them. Okay. And it's all in the mindset. It's all in the spirit. It's all about prayers. All right. And I always pray to make my enemies be at peace with me, make my workday go quick, make this captivity go even quicker. And please let my employees and employers be at peace with me and not be wicked towards me. You got to make defensive prayers. Okay. You got to have your pray to keep that hedge up. Habakkuk 2:16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Shame, shame, shame. What was that? They say no justice, no peace. You got all types of things going on. It says, drink thou also, right? Hey, man, Esau is feeling it, man. And let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Yeah, the glory days are gone. Okay, the glory days are gone. Remember that the rejoicing. Let's get that. Let's get Zephaniah. And then we got to get Isaiah real quick. Let's just let's get the old alley-oop on them. This is Zephaniah 2:15, right? Remember they used to rejoice. Remember they used to be so happy. You ain't so happy now. The blonde hair and blue eyes ain't working now. The leggings ain't working now. The tailgate parties ain't working now. See, Zephaniah 2:15, this is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. They dwelt so carelessly that the inhabitants didn't think that their children were under attack through the school system. The inhabitants were so careless, they didn't think that their wife going to work would ruin their marriage. They were so careless that they didn't think that this one Fortune 500 company that they devoted their life to now is filing for bankruptcy, and now you're in the unemployment line just like us. How's it feel? How's it feel? How's it feel to be at the bottom like we've been? You see, that rejoicing is gone now, and now we're dealing with them. And Esau, he marvels at me, and I'm trust me. Hey, this is it's all the Lord, and hey, you be some of you brothers be surprised how beautifully wise brothers and our elders handle themselves. All right, in public. And I had to learn that. I actually had to learn that. I thought I could just be a super brew wherever I went, when I was sadly mistaken. This was years ago, but it takes time. It takes process. Hey, starting with our elders and apostles on down, when they're out in their day to day, hey, you wouldn't know. Okay, you wouldn't know. And I had to learn that. I hear certain things from Elder Pastor Har. Oh, wow. I've seen certain brothers move this way. I'm like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. You can move like that. You can do that. Wow. So you need to understand that. Okay. You need to understand that you're in captivity. Just because it's an Edomite don't mean have an attitude. And just because it's a Jake, oh, now I'm going to be friendly. Hey, you need to make sure you're handling everything accordingly. Zephaniah 2:15, this is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly, that said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. Yeah, and guess what? While they were in this proud spirit, we're the one mopping the floors. We're the one cashing them out. We're the one bagging and moving their groceries and cleaning and wiping and sweeping. And now you look over to your right, and they're doing it too. But does that mean we laugh at them to their face? No. Does that mean we treat them any different because now they work with us? No. Now we are handling ourselves correctly, and it cuts them even more. We don't need to heap coals of fire upon the sinner's head. Hey, they got to deal with that. That's their judgment now. You need to focus on your salvation and be that bigger and better person. Okay, don't do anything with envy and strife. Don't recompense evil for evil. All right. Use wisdom. Remember, the Most High loveth those that dwell with wisdom. It'd be wise for you to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. This don't mean you got to hang with them, text them, call them, but when you're at work or you interact, oh yeah, no way. They lost. Damn. Oh, you did too. Hey, the American BS. You see, we're doing it too now. Because Esau, back in the day when he would go home to this, he was doing this to us. Yeah, that's right, nigga. Okay, and then now, hey, and now the Lord is showing mercy on us again. He's showing compassion. All right, and he's building us up while he's tearing them down. So make sure that you are in the right spirit while the Lord is tearing down our enemies. And hey, we're not here to kick him while he's down. We're here to trust in the Lord, and the vengeance is the Lord's. So we shouldn't even be in a vengeful spirit like, yeah, trip. But hey, if the Lord judges them, call on the Lord. Praise the Lord. Zephaniah 2:15, that said in their heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How has she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down, and everyone that passes by shall hiss and wag his hand. And that's the ultimate judgment where people are going to be like, damn, should never touch the apple of the Most High's eye. You see? But right now, what are we doing? We're applying wisdom. We're surveying. We're watching. All right. We're understanding, and we're conducting ourselves as a righteous manner. And nothing in Esau's curriculums taught us how to be like this. It's all the Spirit of the Lord. All right, and all through our teaching, our apostles and our elders teaching us, and in the Spirit supping with us. Now we are becoming better people. All right. That's the thing. You want to be the better person. All right, don't stoop down to Esau's low-ass level. Let him be the dishonorable vessel. Continue to have integrity, righteous, and continue to walk with morals. Continue to conduct yourself with proper behavior of a person in society while his immature, degrading, nasty, decrepit, impatient ass keeps making a fool of himself. Okay, trust me. Hey, man, the other day, I'll give you a quick testimony. The other day, this female, okay, very rude and nasty. All right, because that's what you deal with too. These women have a demon on them that they don't have to respect you. They don't have to acknowledge you. They don't have to look. Now, I'm not saying like I'm trying to talk to them. I'm just doing my job. But you can have a form of respect to people while you're doing your job. Now, I don't always get that, but whatever. I call on the Lord, right? So a situation happened that was very offensive. I didn't say nothing because it wasn't like I needed to be like, hey, I need to file a complaint. Nah. But, there's little things that do happen. But, I pray the Al-Bashmel Shai. And don't the Lord sent a woman into my job and cussed that woman out. And it wasn't because of me. It was something she did. And the Lord put the spirit on another woman to check her ass. And I just said, Wadi Al-Bashmel Shai, and kept doing my job, So that's all I'm saying is stand still. The Lord will fight for us. Okay. Stand still and the Lord will fight for us. All right. Matter of fact, let me get that really, really quick because that's on my spirit also, not only to bring out the moral decay of this place, but also how we need to conduct ourselves, okay? You need to understand you need to conduct yourself in the right manner. This is Exodus 14:14. Yahweh Bashim Shai shall fight for you and ye shall hold your peace. So what are we learning? To apply wisdom, apply faith, apply hope, stand still, and the Lord will fight for us. And we're seeing it. You brothers and sisters are going to see it. You already are, and you're going to see it more. Now, real quick, Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. This is what they're going through. The vine, what's the vine? The stores, the supplies, the tobacco, the beers, their liquor, their drinks, their little toys. So it's languishing. That vine of pleasure is languishing. So now they're sighing. What do you mean you don't have it? And I'm not going to be like, yeah, bitch, we don't got, no, I'm like, Unc, I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do? But in the back of my mind, I'm enjoying myself, and then these lessons, we get inspired to do lessons like this. You see, you're at work like, damn, divine is languishing. Call Allah Yabashmel Shai. Now, I'm not just in the middle, of somewhere doing that. But when I come home, those thoughts roll through my mind, and it helps me throughout the day. Seeing the judgment of the Lord befalling these wicked, evil, terrible people. These people are terrible, man. We're dealing with some very terrible people. But within that, we need to conduct ourselves in the right manner. This is why you apply these scriptures, okay? While they're sighing, guess what? Look, let's go to Titus. While they're sighing, what do? This is Titus 3:2. It says, to speak evil of no man, to be no brawlers, but gentle, showing all meekness unto all men. See, hey, look, hey, I'm sorry. If we can, we'll give you a call, and then if it comes in, we'll help, because hey, I'm telling you, in the spirit, this is what you're supposed to be, okay? Don't be out here trying to beat up people. Don't be out here trying to give rude words. Hey, apply wisdom, okay? Allow the Lord to handle everything. Do your job. Get in, get out, go home, okay? Show manners. Yeah, I be wanting people to get out of my way, but I'm in captivity. Excuse me. That's that's let me get out your way. And you'll start learning it too, because at first it may be a little grievous, because you understand, like, damn, you some rude ass people. This ain't right. Hey, you see me pulling out. Why are you? But instead of being like that, then you need to apply the scriptures. He's a base man. All right. The merry hearted do sigh. All right. The rejoicing has ceased. Miserable are they. The curses, Deuteronomy 30:7. Those would need to start rolling through your head. And then you say, that's why they're acting like that. And that's what a true judge would do. Remember, it says Yahushua wouldn't judge after his own heart. So we have to also learn not to judge off our own personal vendetta. You know what I mean? Our own personal, opinion. We have to apply the wisdom and judgment through the Lord. You see? So these are things we do. So when we walk away, we're innocent. And this just came to mind, Philippians. Let's get this. Watch this one. This is a goodie. Oh, look, be like Hamashiach. Okay. Now, of course, you're still in the flesh. You're still growing. You're still learning. But the point is, we're attempting and applying and directing our mind and spirit to this avenue, and we're getting out of that old miserable black activist spirit. Yeah, shit, it ain't right. Of course, it's not right. And it's injustice, and this is why we are filled with being indignant, and this is why the Lord has indignation. He has righteous anger to the wickedness here. Let me get this first. And I got to get something in Isaiah. All right, these are just coming to my mind. Barakateh Yabashmal Shai, so I'm gonna get them. All right, let's get this. Isaiah 59. Especially the times we're in, man. Apply that wisdom. Do what you got to do. I think it's Isaiah 59:15. Yep. Okay. So let's put these together. This is Philippians 2. And this is Paul speaking. Philippians 2. And let's go right to 14. 12 is good. Seeking out your own salvation. Read that on your own time while seeking out your own salvation. But let's get right to the point. This is Philippians 2:14. Do all things without murmurings and disputing. That's another thing, you don't want to be, in the spirit of backbiting and drama filled and gossip. It's unprofitable. It says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke. Look at this. In the midst of a crooked and perverse nation. We are in the midst of a unmoral, crooked, perverse nation of people. So now, knowing that, applying wisdom, applying the scriptures, all right, having hope and faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai, that what? Among whom ye shine as lights in the world, and people will actually compliment you. And I told a brother the other day, I said, man, with these people being rude, nasty, and just base and terrible, we don't have to do much to shine, outshine them. I'm just doing me. I'm carrying myself with manners and conducting myself, how a person should be in society. And people are appreciative of that, because all they're dealing with is nasty, rude, inconsiderate people on a day-to-day. So you just saying excuse me, or oh, how can I help you, or please, or thank you, or sorry to bother you, that makes them feel better. Like one thing I like to do when I go out, I address a person by their name if I can see their name tag. So little things like that really go a long way. We're dealing with humans. We're dealing with other nations of people. So you need to really apply this on your day to day. We're still in captivity. So we really want to conduct ourselves in the right manner. Now that I got that, be harmless and blameless in a crooked, perverse nation. But guess what? When people are crooked or perverse to you, that's not okay. But guess what? Isaiah 59:15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So that displeases the Lord when he sees that you're applying wisdom, but the people are being mad. This is why you pray to them. You pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai. You're dealing with a rude person. You pray to Father, get rid of them. Take them away from me. Get them away from us. You see? So, it's just on my spirit, to go into this. There was also an article I had. The spirit didn't have me really go into it. But I will read this last little point right here for any of you sincere brothers and sisters that are still tuning in. I didn't want to make this long. Oh, yeah, we're definitely longer than expected. But it's okay. Sometimes these lessons will go longer. But look at this. So when I originally looked up morals, it says the causes of moral decline in America. I'm just going to jump down. And look, this was in 2021. Just going to jump down right here and read this really quick. It says, we could start here, but let's just get this right here. It says, I'll go right here. It says, can we reverse the decline in morality? Yes, but I do not see that happening in society today. This is why we need the kingdom of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Yes, it is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. It's Yahweh Shai's kingdom, and we're going to partake in his kingdom. That's why it says we're joint heirs. You see, so we also need to remain humble. Okay, we wouldn't be a nation that was given a kingdom forever without the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. So always keep that in mind. Now, real quick, let's get Proverbs. All right, this is why when in Yahweh Shai's kingdom, which in essence will be also our kingdom, this is why people will be in this spirit. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. People are mourning. All right, they're jacked up, they're messed up, they're mourning, they ain't right. Look at the food, look at the water, look at the condition, look at the women, look at the men, look at the children, look at the infrastructure, look at what they've been given. They should be acting like this, but we need to make sure we handle ourselves correctly while dealing with these people. Like even look at a teacher dealing with children. You have to understand you're dealing with children. Okay, just because they're adult doesn't mean that they're going to carry themselves like a righteous adult. All right, these adults are spoiled children, and it's America's fault. So going back, can we reverse the decline in morality? Yes, yeah, when our kingdom's established. But I do not see that happening in society today. Why? Because this is the virgin daughter of Babylon, the mother of witchcraft. As a matter of fact, let me grab that. These people got demons on them. They got spells on them. Esau has put spells on these little girls, these boys, these men, these women. Hey, when I was growing up, women did not like being labeled, WAP, but now today, that's a badge of honor. They got spells on them. Nahum 3:4, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. See, these families are through. All right, these people, the average citizen, they are through because of America. All right, because of her spells, because of her sorceries. Look, CSB. It says, who treats nations and clans like merchandise by her prostitution and sorcery. See, these people are bewitched. Okay, you're dealing with people that are possessed, man. All right. So going back, it says we are a fractured nation divided into separate camps of right and wrong. The standard of behavior increasingly has been as defined by the cancel culture. Behavior is determined by one person or a group of people with similar beliefs. Go against the mainstream and you may be shunned by a segment of society and screwered on social media. Go against the prevailing norms of the cancel culture and you too may be canceled. It does not matter whether you have committed the offensive action recently or in the distant past. The problem is none of None of us are safe anymore. Wow. We are at the end, my friend. Call all Yahweh Shem Shai. This is judgment. Okay. This is prophecy. Okay. And I'm going to end it on the brother Bayan Yasharala, the water brother. He posted a beautiful precept. All right. This is the mirth being gone. I mean, this is just nothing but judgment, but it's on my spirit though, to shed light on how we need to conduct ourselves. Because remember, follow not a multitude to do evil, do not render evil for evil. You could easily fall into that, where somebody's rude to you, so you're rude to them. We're learning how to conduct ourselves and deal with people, not being so emotional. Okay. Isaiah 24:4. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's okay, but we have the knowledge and wisdom to give us stability in these times and ultimately the time to come. Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. So these people are through. And they're still going around trying to live that normal nuclear golden cup life, and it ain't working. Okay, it ain't working. ESV, the earth mourns and withers, the world languisheth and withers, the highest people of the earth languish. That's right, man. They're languishing. These people are done, and done. Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. And that is a beautiful precept, and I have a few things to say on that, but that'll be for another topic. But this is just showing you, without the laws, without the spirit, without knowledge, without proper leadership and guidance, okay, this is the results of a dishonorable man ruling and turning these people into dishonorable vessels. All right. They all come here in Babylon, and Babylon spreads its wings all over all these people. And this is why they're the way they are. Okay. This is why the people are the way they are today. This is the results of Esau, Edom, and rulership. So I just wanted to do that lesson. I do want to end it now. I didn't want to make it too long. All right. But it was just on my spirit to bring that out. I pray that this was edifying and encouraging to you sincere brothers and sisters. We still are in captivity. Keep praying, trusting in the Lord, apply wisdom and knowledge and discernment while dealing with these people, and keep praying for protection, and keep repenting to Yahweh Shem Shai. Call upon him while he is near. All right, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai B'Harak HaKodash. I would like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well, who I learned this truth from through the Spirit. I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect and the Lord's elect alone. With that being said, shalom.